Hi planner friends, it's Dragana from Dragana's Crafts. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be setting up the weekly spread in my cousin for the week from the 5th to the 12th of May, and as you could see from the thumbnail, I have a planner system update for you, so that will be the main topic of this video. The kit I'm using this week is Finding Peace from the Coffee Monsters Co., as well as some other stickers from them. I already used this kit before, but not fully, so for this week I decided to bring it back along with the layout that so many of you liked and that I personally love too. And this layout is what actually caused the change in my planner system for this year. As you all know, I've been using two planners so far, Hobonichi Weeks and Hobonichi Cousin. When the year started, my plan was to use the weeks as my everyday carry, and I have been setting up each weekly as a running to-do list, and I also tracked my daily habits and tasks. The plan for the cousin was to use it as a memory keeping journal and planner. It was supposed to contain all the information throughout the whole year. 4 months later, I realized that I don't need to have an everyday carry planner for a couple of reasons. First of all, where am I going to carry it? Since I'm a stay-at-home mom, I don't exactly need to carry a planner around with me. I mean, where to take it? To the store or to the bakery? I mean, you know what I mean. It makes sense to have an everyday carry planner if you work or study and you need a notebook that's portable. Then Hobonichi Weeks is a perfect planner. That's not the case for me, so looking solely at that, Weeks became redundant. Second reason why I don't need weeks anymore is that I started using my cousin less for planning, and I even started slacking in the daily pages, which is something that really bothers me. Thirdly, it started becoming quite costly to keep up two planners. I like using stickers and I tend to use them a lot. By not using weeks for planning anymore, I'll definitely cut down my spending. And lastly, the need to set up weekly spreads in both cousin and weeks before the new week starts began causing me to feel anxious. There are moments when I don't have time to set up both planners in the weekend, and every time a new week started and I didn't set up a weekly in one of the planners, I would feel bad about myself and really anxious. Our everyday lives are stressful enough, so honestly, I didn't need to feel anxious about something so silly like a planner. With all of that being said, there's only one conclusion. I won't be using my weeks for planning anymore, and I won't be creating videos about it either. That being said, I don't plan on throwing the planner away. Hobonichi Weeks isn't a cheap planner, and I personally don't like throwing something away that costs a lot of money. So my plan is to repurpose it and use it for whatever comes to mind, basically. There are many things I could use it for. What first comes to mind is to use it for reading notes, to quickly jot down things that I like when reading a book, which would be useful when creating spreads in my reading journal. Or I could use it for common placing, or both to be honest. All in all, I won't throw it away and it will have a purpose, just not for planning. As for the Hobonichi Cousin, I'm also not using it as I intended at the beginning of the year, which was to use the cousin for memory planning. But when I think about it, what's memory planning and which pages can you use for that? Well, to me, memory planning is a wrong term, to be honest. What plan is so memorable? I mean, planning is, in the nutshell, a set of activities throughout the week that you write down in your planner so that you don't forget them, right? What's memory planning then? For example, this week I need to go to the airport on Friday, that is, to pick up my husband. So if I use that example in the memory planning context, that would mean setting up the weekly spread at the end of the said week and writing down select number of memorable things/plans, one of them being writing down in the column for Friday, pick up Stephen from the airport. Truth be told, that doesn't make sense. To me, that's not really planning, because planning should happen in advance. That's journaling, and for that I use the daily pages. So, to cut the long story short, memory planning is not really planning. It's journaling in the weekly pages where one should be doing an actual forward planning, because who wants to memorize that they did laundry or wash dishes on a certain day of the week, right? I mean, chores are also a part of life, but they don't need to be remembered. Maybe I'm simplifying things here, maybe I'm confusing a little bit, and I definitely sound like I'm ranting, but I hope you understand what I mean. It's also possible that I'm wrong. I mean, I can be wrong, right? So I'm curious, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Therefore, the decision for the cousin is the following. I will use it for two things: forward planning in the monthly and weekly sections, and memory keeping or journaling in the daily section. Basically, I'll be using this gorgeous planner for what it was intended, and therefore the layout I'm doing now, the same one I did 2-3 weeks ago, is in my opinion perfect. I have a nice big section for to-do list, smaller sections for my social media, some trackers, and a section for notes where I will write down anything I find important or even tasks for the next week. I did say at the beginning of the video that I'm using 2 Hobonichi planners, but that's not entirely correct. I'm using 3 actually, though the third one is not really being used for any kind of planning. It's more for my overall rating of each day, what was good, what was bad, what was the highlight of the day, and for what I'm grateful. I already mentioned this a couple of times, but I'll do it again. I use Hobonichi Original, so the A6 size, to do all the things that I mentioned just now, and I don't plan to stop because I love the planner so much. It's cute, it's small, and it's just perfect for the things I'm using it. And I know I said before as well that I'll show it in one of the future videos, and that never happened, but it didn't happen yet. It will. I really want to share it with you guys. I'll just need a bit more time before I do. And for the end, I just want to share with you that this week is a very important one for me. Since this video is out on Tuesday, well, yesterday on Monday the 6th of May was Easter Monday here, and more importantly, my sister's birthday. Today, so Tuesday, Emily's spring break is over and she's back in school. On Thursday is my eldest niece's birthday. Friday, my hubby is coming home from his business trip, so I'm really looking forward to that. And on Saturday, we have 2 important events. First one is Emily's piano competition, so please keep your fingers crossed for her, guys. And the second one is my sister's birthday dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that I didn't bore you to death with my thoughts about the planner system and the little rant about memory planning. If you did enjoy, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button to be informed of my future videos. I'll be talking to you again on Thursday with a different journal in front of me, one you've already seen, and I'm quite excited about that one. Hope you'll have a great week ahead. Bye.